Hi my beautiful YouTube people. I've been wanting to film this video for so long and I finally have a quick hour or two to film this. I did start to film this before, but then my SD card ran out, so I had to wait to get a new one. And then just with shift work and social stuff, you know, the usual stuff that happens around here, it's been a bit busy. So I finally have a quick moment today to film a first impressions of these new markers that I got. And this is the, let me zoom out actually, just for now. It's the Arrtx Acrylic marker set. Now they do have two sets and I just like the look of this box. I'm a sucker for nice packaging. Did I need another marker set? Absolutely not. But I was on night duty and I was feeling sorry for myself at 3 o'clock in the morning. So what does a nurse do? She goes and purchases a new marker set. So there's probably tons of reviews already on this marker box set, but don't care. I just want to try these. They've been sitting on my desk for a few weeks, so yes, we are going to test run these today. So these are the acrylic marker set, water-based brush tip, bright and opaque, available on different surfaces. So I have already opened these. This is how they come. And what you get is you get 2 sheets of stickers. So you get ones like this, and then you get, I'll just show you little, hopefully the zoom will be okay, but you get a circle set of stickers, and you have to go and put the circle on each of the markers. So as you can see, maybe the black one might show. Oh, the focus is so annoying. But you can see they're numbered. So this is black is number 98. We have this pink, which is number 23. My camera is being really annoying on the focus, so you probably can't see, but I've labeled all 60 markers. But can anyone tell me what to do with this set of stickers? Like, I don't know if it goes on the marker or what it does. I'm a bit unsure, so I've just kept them on the top, but you put it on the side there, like, I just have no idea. I have not swatched these. I have not watched any other reviews on these because I want to test run these myself. And that is what we're going to do right now. So I'll put these aside. And the book we are going to use today is Jade Summer's Comfy and Cozy Colouring Book. I saw this, so I follow Jade Summer on Instagram, and I saw that she has been colouring this book. She just does like little reels, and this book just looks so cute, so I thought we would play with this today. But one thing I do like about this book is she's got like colouring challenges. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see. So if you get stuck at all, you can just try and do all these. So one colour, use only one set of colours. 2 colours, only set of 2. Warm, pastel, rainbow, Old West, random colours, Valentine's Day, colour and image with traditional romantic colours. Like, I think that is so cool. And when I get another spare second, I will try and use these. Oh, actually, I've done one already. Crayons only. Use only crayons. How good can you make it look? So I've actually done that one. If you've been following me on my colouring journey, I actually did a series on all my Crayola colour pencils, my Crayola crayons. Like I've done about 6 or 7 videos doing a crayon challenge. So the page I have selected is this cute little one. And we just put a protection sheet. So I've got the protection thing I'm using is like a bit of plastic with a bit of paper. Just because I don't know how these markers perform, I have a scrap bit of swatch paper here, and let's just dive right in. Let's start off with this little guy here. He or she can be a is there like a pastel-y grey? Yes. So I'm using color 70. There's no actual name on these markers apart from the number. And I apologize about the zoom again. So it's a brush tip, which is my favorite kind of tip for any marker. Ooh. Interesting, but that is what I thought. So I don't know if you can see, these are very thick, but that is what you will get with acrylic markers, just like acrylic paint. And it does mention on the box, opaque and bright. So if it bothers you that you lose the lines, you might just have to go over it with just another black marker or pen, like a gel pen. Because I'll show you, like this will go over the eye there. So maybe I should have picked a colouring book that has more bold lines, but it's cool. It's cool. I will get a Sharpie pen. So I'll get a black Sharpie pen. I'll wait till it dries and kind of go over the eyes. I don't mind that it's gone over the lines of the outline of the figure. I just didn't want to go over the eyes. So we will keep that to the side. And I just want to see how it... Okay, and as you can see, there is no bleed through. And this is just standard Amazon paper, so that works out really well. I just want to mention with this colouring video, just like most of my other ones, this is going to be quick and simple. I'm not going to do any fancy colouring work here, just because I want to keep this quick. And this is just the first impressions of these markers, so I still need to figure out how to use them. And yeah, I just want to do this video in one sitting. We'll try to, because it's, what's the time? It's just past 5 o'clock. and I'm actually on call for the hospital tonight. So my on-call officially starts at 7. So I've got about 2 hours to finish this, but I've also got to try and sneak in dinner, to make dinner as well. So yeah, we will have to try and fit all that in before I start on call. Who knows why I chose to do this right before I have to go on call tonight, but it's how I work sometimes. I'm really liking these markers. I think though that you maybe want to use a thicker bit of paper, because what I'm finding is it does shred the paper underneath. And by shredding, I mean it kind of just breaks it up a bit. That's what I'm seeing. You probably can't see it on here, but that's what I'm seeing close up. So you just have to kind of work with these quickly and not dwell with these markers in one area, because on this paper it does break it up a bit. Alright, I'll have to go over those musical notes. Yeah, I'll just go over them. I hate being on call, I'll be honest. Like, it just ruins my night. And it's hard because some nights you're not called in, so it depends on whatever emergency comes through the hospital doors. Some nights you're not called in, and then other nights you were here pretty much all night. So I mentioned my on-call starts at 7. So it starts at 7 and it finishes at 7 the next morning. And I'm also on a 12 o'clock start tomorrow. So if I am called in overnight, that's really going to mess with my afternoon shift tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not a fan of on-call, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is, and it is part of the nursing job I'm in at the moment. That's cute. These colours are really nice. I might go over this. Like that, and then I'll go over these. Yeah, let's test out another blue colour. Oh, hold on. No, I forgot to the harp. I'll do. Now that I think about it, I actually don't own an acrylic marker set. All my other markers are just Ohuhu markers, and they are alcohol markers. So it's nice to have a different texture of markers. Is there white in this? Is that white? Oh, I think that is white. I want to test the white on here. Ooh, that's nice actually. That is a really nice white marker. Well, it's cream. I don't know if you can see the white. Let me zoom in a bit. I don't know if you can see. It's a cream. Oh, that is a yummy, creamy white. I like that. You probably don't need that plastic. I was getting a bit carried away. I might just keep the 2 bits of paper, because look, it actually does not seep through at all. So this is color 31. I do apologize that it's been a little while in between videos. Oh, okay, this one feels a little on the dry side. Yeah. I might just have to, maybe if I shake it up a bit. It's still a bit on the drier side. And this is brand new, so I haven't used this colour. Okay, interesting. And I don't know how to save acrylic markers. So this cloud might be a little messy. It doesn't feel as smooth as, you know, this pink or this greeny pastel-y colour. Like, it feels dry. Interesting. Okay. Messy, but you know, we got the job done. Now let's do this guy here, and I think I want to find a nice purple. Okay, let's just swatch. That's nice. I think this top one. The other one's a bit too grey. So what's everyone been doing? Like I said, it's been a few months since I've actually filmed a colour and chat. What have I been doing? Just living the dream. No, I've just been working, and there's been heaps of birthdays and social stuff happening. Night shift, a whole lot of night shift. Now maybe some dark grey. Let me swatch. Yeah, that one. This is colour 76. I've actually been reading a little bit as well. Like, I always have a book on the go. I finally finished what's it called in that book series, A Throne of Glass book series. I finally finished Air of Fire. Here, I'll show you because it's right behind me. I finally finished Air of Fire. It's in the Throne of Glass book series. This is book 4, so I finally finished this one. It took me 2 months. Ridiculous, but such a good read. Like, this series, if you know, you know. So I'm enjoying that series. It is a long series, so it's got like 8 books. But the book I'm reading now is Magnolia Parks. And this is, I don't know what you call it, like a romance, drama. I don't know. It's just a light read, because what I tend to do is I tend to read fantasy books, and they take a lot of work. In the fun way, though. And I've mentioned it on my reading vlog that I've done. Some fantasy series are very involved, in depth. There's a whole lot of world building and characters and magic system. So for me, if it's too complicated, then I have to take notes, because my mind can't cope with too much detail with a fantasy book. So there's a lot involved in Throne of Glass. I'm so sorry. The battery died. I can't remember where I was up to, but I think I was talking about how I read a complex fantasy series and then I go to my trashy romance novels. So that's what Magnolia Parks is my trashy romance novel. Okay, I want this pink. Yeah, I've been enjoying both those books. I do plan to finish Throne of Glass series this year, hopefully, but we'll see how we go. I'm not the fastest reader. What's this blue like? Yeah, I'll do that blue. Like, it's just nice to come home from work and just sit down with a cup of tea and just dive into your book. Especially now winter has definitely kicked in, and I've just been living my best hermit life. Not gonna lie, kind of loving it as well. I'm not mad about it. What I might do is when I finish the whole page, I might actually just have to go over all the ink or the outline and just go over it again. Let's see what this red, oh, look at that red. Isn't that amazing? I realize that the color story probably doesn't match here at all. But this is just a first impressions. So I want to use as many colors as I can just to test these markers out. I forgot his leg. And this little guy, I want a nice pink. Yes. Yeah, so reading, I've also been obsessed with Taylor Swift's new album, which came out in August. Oh my goodness. April. The Tortured Poets Department. That album has been on repeat. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for my neighbors because they probably hear it blasting all the time. It's a good album just to sit and chill and have a nice glass of wine. If I was going through a breakup, that album would be my go-to album. It's an easy listen, but there's a lot of depth and emotional content in there. I think that's what you get with Taylor Swift though. So that's been a ride. But I've been loving that album. I think the rest of the world has been obsessed with that album as well. Well, not the rest of the world. You either love Taylor Swift or you hate her. And I did go to the Eras tour back in February. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but that was a good time. So that's another thing that I've been doing in the background. That might have to be the heart. Or there is another brown. Or no. So I apologize if you're not a Swiftie fan, but that's just my jam at the moment. I've also, I don't know, just been filming colouring TikToks and other TikToks. There's been a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but I don't want to bore you with all that. I would say the swatches are pretty close to the colour representation on the marker. Let's do dark purple here. I do like Arrtx products. I have another set of their colour pencils and they are really smooth and bright as well. And I'm really enjoying these markers. As a first impression, I am really enjoying these markers. Apart from that one. That one was a little messy and wasn't working properly. But maybe it's me. Maybe I just need to learn how to troubleshoot acrylic markers. Let's do the stars. I think I went for this set because it's more like there's more pastels in it. They do have another set of 60 markers, like of these acrylic markers, but I don't know what the color story would be. I assume it would be more bright kind of colors. Oh, I just realised I haven't told you what colours I've been using. I'm so sorry. This one's black. This is why I'm not a very good colouring person. on YouTube. The black is really black. Love it. And we've only got a few more bits and pieces to go. Now the little cloud, I might do it in this colour. This is good. I think I will complete this in one sitting. I mean, it's no biggie if I don't, because I'll just come back to it when I can, but I often like to do these colour and chats in one sitting and then try and edit it, I can't speak. Try and edit the clips and the videos, which takes forever, and then upload it. So hopefully this will be uploaded in a timely fashion, but we'll see. I want more pink. I haven't done many greens actually. Maybe the diamonds can be green. And for the last bit is this music book, and we might do this in orange. Now what I'm going to do is just go over all the lines that the markers have gone over. Because they are so bright and opaque, it does go over the line. So I'm just going to kind of re-ink everything. I mean, you can leave it as is, but it just brings out the picture more if you just re-ink the lines. But I do really like these markers. I am impressed with these. These markers just fill in the gaps and color images really nicely. I love the colors with this set. So these are just my first impression thoughts. And I'm just thinking, if you do want to get even more creative, these would be great. Like if you have colored pencils, I think because the surface is so, it's like crisp and smooth, that color pencils, like if you wanted to do a bit of shading, color pencils would be really nice over this. So that's an idea. But I do really like these, and I'm really tempted to get the other set as well. But however, I do not, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not need any more markers. Like, I just have to be sensible about my art supplies and how I spend my cash. I should not go shopping on night duty, first of all. That was a mistake there. However, using these, I have no regrets. As I would recommend these, and I do really like them. I can't remember how much these were. I just got them off Amazon. But yeah, see how it just brings out the picture a bit more? See, if I left it, it kind of, I don't know, makes it a bit dull. Whereas me re-inking it brings all the image back to life. But it's actually very relaxing. And I'm just using my fine tip Sharpie. So while I'm doing this, I'll tell you a story actually of something that kind of took me by surprise. So I've been nursing for about 14 years. I've worked in lots of areas, and normally, you know, I go home and that's it. But a few weeks ago, I was doing a shift. And I was talking to a patient, and he was telling me a story about what happened. I won't reveal any details. And, you know, as patients do, you know, you connect with your patients, you bond with them. Not all of them, but some of them. But, oh my goodness, this story he was telling me, I actually started to cry in front of him. He was crying, and then I was crying. And that rarely happens with me. Like, I think I've only cried one other time with a patient. Or not with a patient. Like, I've gone home that day and I've just cried because of a patient situation. And not because of, like, something went wrong. It's just, you know, you just feel so bad for your patients. And some people go through so much. The amount of strength and courage people have and what they go through with their health, sometimes you think, wow, I should just shut up, because some people have got it so hard. Anyway, this is what happened with this guy. Like, he'd just been through so much already, and then something happened in his personal life, and oh my goodness. Anyway, so he was crying, I was crying, and I never cry. I've never cried in front of a patient, ever. And it just, I just don't know what happened. Like, I just felt so bad for him, and I just wanted to help him so much. Like, what he went through in his personal life, and then what he went through during his hospital admission. It was so hard. No one deserves that much to happen. Anyway, so Anyway, so we kind of stopped crying, and then he had his whatever he had to do. But I never cry. And that was the first time where, like, after I was helping him through his appointment, I just thought, holy moly. And, you know, my colleagues were like, you're right. I'm like, yeah, you know, some patients just really get you. Not that it was a bad thing, but you just get so caught up with people sometimes, and you just want to make it better for people. But nursing only allows you to do so much of that. But yeah, that was a patient experience that took me by surprise. I was not expecting to go to work that day and cry with my patients. Like I said, I've been nursing for a long time, and that was the first time that has ever happened. And I hope that this man is doing okay now. Yeah, sorry to make that a bit grim and to change the subject there, but that experience just, it threw me through a loop a bit. I mean, I'm fine now, but I rarely cry with my patients, so it was an experience for both of us. Anyway, I think we are done. I'm going to call this page done. And oh my goodness, I really like the markers here. Hardly any bleed through at the back, so these are okay on just your standard Amazon paper. The inking has gone through more than the actual markers have. That's because it's a Sharpie and that's alcohol markers. Look how many markers I have left. Like, I didn't get to use all the colours. But that's fine. I've tested majority of them. And they are smooth. Well, some of them. Most of them were smooth apart from this one here. And if I figure out how I'm going to use these markers, then I will keep you updated. I'll leave it there, and I am very happy with these acrylic markers. This has been a good first impressions. All right, my gang, I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta.